Hey, so this is going to be quite a long video. Basically, right, I am currently standing within a special site of scientific interest, land highly protected by law, higher protected than areas of outstanding natural beauty. And I'm down at Richborough, and over here we have the development of a battery storage area. And it's really frustrating as a naturalist like myself when they try and use the phrase green energy whilst destroying the environment, you know, because we want green energy, we need green energy is the only future, but they do it to the expense of the environment. And hand in hand with the climate crisis is the biodiversity crisis. And why have I taken you down here? Well, this track is absolutely incredible. This is SSSI. It doesn't get much higher protection than that. And we have nightingales down here, turtle doves down here. This is a superhighway for bats. And what I want to talk about is the construction going on over there. Now, what a lot of people don't realise is that quite often, because nature's in such a sorry state right now, quite often the construction process is one of the most damaging parts of construction. And what's happening here is the guys over the other side of the fence building where they've converted nearly 20 acres of meadow, they've converted it to pure hardstanding. They're currently destroying trees in this SSSI site. So this here used to be a full shelter belt of poplar trees. We've had golden orioles in here before, a really special bird. And we have long-eared owls down here. And I've even had tawny owls down here. And look, they felled a load of them. There's only like 6 left, and there used to be about probably 20. And these are trees on the boundary of the SSSI. And look, they've started pushing trees and stuff over into the SSSI. Some of them are on their side, right? So I'm gonna go through this hedge here and look. So let's climb through. And now here is one of the poplar tree things, where they've cut them all down along there, and all this is rain runoff because they've put hardstanding in. It can't soak the water up, so it's all running off into here, and a lot of this SSSI is getting flooded as an effect of it. And over there is where they're building. So yeah, I mean, basically it's starting to encroach massively on the SSSI site, and there are other plans for Thanet Council allowed it without even doing an ecological inspection to run a damn cable right through this SSSI. So look, we've got trees that have been felled here, pushed over by machinery from that side of the fence. So they are damaging a SSSI site whilst constructing the battery storage plant. Look, more trees here where they've pushed them all over and cut them back and chucked them over into a SSSI site. I'm now having to climb the trees that they've cut down. So stick with me. I'll try and keep this video under sort of 7 minutes, but I've got a lot to show you, and those that want to see it will want me to persist. So look, there's more tree stumps down there, another tree stump just there where these were big poplar trees, but they've cut them all down. Literally, they've cut 100% of life out of that battery plant and some. More trees that were coming down. So where's my special tree? There is a special tree where I have recorded long-eared owls calling. Oh look, you see this down here? This has been getting eaten by rabbits. Rabbits eat the bark. So look, here's another stump. They've cut another tree down. More trees in there. So it won't be long before the guys over there, because this used to be completely hedge lined, so it was a good screen.
A buffer is a landscape feature used to protect a sensitive area from the impacts of development or other harmful neighbouring land use. A buffer may go around the whole area to be protected or just along one edge. The buffer could be planted with trees or shrubs, or it could be an area of land that the development is not allowed to encroach upon, e.g. a grassy strip. And guess what? This battery storage development has no buffer whatsoever. They've gone millimetres up to the edge of this SSSI site with no buffer zone.
And I'm just gonna squeeze through this hedge now and show you the rain runoff. That's a big issue. It's going into the SSSI. Look at this. Look at all this runoff down there. They've damaged the fence. Look where they've pushed these trees back. And there's the site. Look at all these tree stumps down here. See them in there? Oh, why cut them down right on the edge? Those bad boys were helping to deal with the rainwater runoff that they're unable to deal with. All right, now, back up here. Oh, Bramble's taking me hat off. See, no one else is as mad as me to come down here and scramble through the brambles. We have, yeah, the nightingales down here are absolutely incredible when they get singing, and they're a very fast declining bird. Oh, and here's another thing when construction happens. Look, they've thrown this over. This is litter that they frisbeed over and dumped in the SSSI site. I'll take that with me. Look here, look. Oh, here's my special tree. So, this here tree was the one that had a long-eared owl singing from it at night time. They sound like a squeaky gate. And look, they felled that tree. It's on this side of the fence. On this side of the fence. And then what they would have done, they would have got a digger bucket and they've pushed it right back. It's really mad that they're, you know, they are vandalising a SSSI site. And it's things like this that give us mistrust, you know. I'm not stupid, we need to build infrastructure. We need to build houses. But it's being done in such a shocking, careless way a lot of the time. And that's what gives us insecurities about the construction. I work in the construction industry and it gives us insecurities. Look at this one. Look at this destruction. This is a great big old hawthorn hedge. Really old this would have been. And they've just pushed it back with a digger bucket. Can you see the breaks in it? Okay. So anyway, I'm going to try and get one more little shot if I can just scramble through here. Oh, I can't really get through there, but there's like, the runoff is pretty bad. It's full of algae and litter and it's breaching into the SSSI site. You see it over there? So currently the battery storage plant is unable to deal with its water runoff because that used to be grass, a meadow. It was full of bird's foot trefoil, lady's bed straw, some orchids, and it's all of it now is hard standing. Nearly 20 acres of it. It's crazy. And also they said in their original planning application that they were going to be putting living roofs on the containers to offset their destruction. Where's the containers? You should be able to see the containers. So these are actually the battery units. There's the battery, and they were supposed to put living roofs on them. And then once they got planning and started, they made the decision that they're no longer able to put living roofs on them because of maintenance. And Thanet Council went, oh, okay, I've installed living roofs. I've done how-to videos. I've been sponsored by living roof companies. I know about living roofs and they are extremely low maintenance. And hey, maintenance is a thing. If you're gonna say you're gonna do something, do it. So yeah, more, and of course now they're doing nothing. So I'm gonna be putting my drone up a bit later to have a bit of a look. And you've got to keep an eye on these people. And I hate this side of being a naturalist. Like, it's dark and depressing, you know, we often move in dark circles because nature's declining so fast. But you can't help but shout about it because who else is coming down here and noticing this? No one. The council certainly aren't. Like, why aren't they inspecting it? Okay, so I'm gonna end my video there. A 9-minute video for a little walk with me down this SSSI site. And I'm hoping to be coming down here all the time and keeping an eye on these pesky developers, you know. Yeah, so they are vandalising a SSSI site. That's what they're doing. And they've got loads of rain runoff as well that they can't deal with. Plus, you know, if those batteries were to set fire, which is an issue, they're very close together, so that's a real danger. And if they were to extinguish those when they're on fire, you know, that's a big deal. It's a massive power source. A lot of that runoff from dealing with that fire is going straight in this SSSI or straight in the River Stour, which is right next to this place. Look, it's all really flooded in here now. It never used to really get that flooded in here, but because that's all hard standing and we've lost a load of trees, we're getting flooded in here now. Isn't that mad? Oh, blooming hell, Thanet, we are under pressure right now. The marshes are under pressure, even sites of special scientific interest. Cheers guys, thanks for joining me and that 10-minute video. Get wild.